오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Op.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 biggest songs of the 2010s.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best-selling and highest-charting singles of the 2010s. Which of these is your favorite? Which ones can you not stand? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Dark Horse, Katy Perry. This pop star dominated the early 2010s with her album Teenage Dream, and Dark Horse looked to continue that incredible success.
And here you were gonna come to me. And here you are, but you better choose.
The song was a bit different for Perry, featuring a darker sound, strong elements of trap, and a music video that saw the pop star donned like an Egyptian witch. The song spent 22 weeks in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100, including 4 consecutive weeks at number 1.
Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dragon.
It eventually became the second best-selling song of 2014 and is one of the highest-selling digital songs in history, moving over 13 million units. Dark Horse was especially popular in the United States, where it's been certified 11 times platinum. Not a bad follow-up to Teenage Dream, if you ask us. Number 19, 7 Rings, Ariana Grande. It's no secret that this ex-Disney star is currently ruling the pop landscape. Coming in the winter of 2019, 7 Rings was the second single from Thank You Next.
Been through some bad shit, I should be a savage. Who would've thought it turned me to a savage?
To say it was a success would be an understatement. The song peaked at number 1 in nearly 20 countries and has sold over 13 million units worldwide, making it one of the highest-selling digital songs in music history. 7 Rings broke Spotify records upon its debut, having been played 12 million times in its first 24 hours and 70 million times in its first week.
I want it, I got it, yeah. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it.
It also spent 8 weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100, and Grande became the only solo artist in history to hold the top 3 spots on the chart. Number 18, Thrift Shop, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Who knew that a goofy song about thrift shopping and gator shoes would become so monumentally popular?
I'm just pumped, I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty.
Thrift Shop reached number 1 in numerous countries, including the United States, where it dethroned Bruno Mars's Locked Out of Heaven.
Make me feel alive. I've been locked out of heaven.
It proceeded to spend 6 weeks atop the chart. It was eventually named the number 1 song of 2013 by Billboard, moving over 6 million digital copies and becoming one of the best-selling digital singles in the country's history.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting.
It also spent 15 weeks atop the rap songs chart, and in 2019, Billboard officially named Thrift Shop the most successful rap song of the 2010s. Number 17, Sunflower, Post Malone and Sway Lee. It's amazing how quickly Post Malone rose to international stardom. In 2015, his SoundCloud released White Iverson was finding a modicum of success. 3 years later, he was a mega pop star doing the song for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Needless to say, I keep watching. She was on back, nevertheless.
Sunflower became Post's 3rd number 1 single and matched a record set by Maroon 5 and Ed Sheeran by spending 33 weeks inside the top 10. It eventually became the 4th most successful song of 2019, moving the equivalent of 13.5 million units.
Unless I stuck by you, you're a sunflower. I think your love would be too.
It has since been certified 11 times platinum by the RIAA and has gone platinum on 11 different country charts. Number 16, Gangnam Style, Psy. No list of the 2010s would be complete without Gangnam Style, and no other song encapsulates the joyous pop mood of the early 2010s quite like this one.
너는 선어해. 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선어해. 커피 시키도 전에
This K-pop sensation took full advantage of both the internet and social media. It struck a chord with billions, yes, billions, becoming the most liked video on YouTube and the first to reach 1 billion views. This unprecedented online success transferred over to the traditional charts, and the song peaked at number 1 in over 30 countries around the world.
sexy lady 오빤 Gangnam Style
Gangnam Style ended up having an enormous cultural impact, like helping launch the K-pop craze that would later dominate the latter half of the decade. Number 15, Happy, Pharrell Williams. Another successful soundtrack tune, Happy served as the tie-in single to Despicable Me 2. It's essentially a soul adaptation of If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands, led by Pharrell's commanding control of music production.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
While the song reached number 1 in over 20 countries, it was especially successful in the United Kingdom. In 2014, Happy became the most downloaded song of all time in the country, and is currently its 8th highest selling digital single. It also had a great debut year in the United States, selling nearly 6.5 million units and becoming the highest selling single of 2014.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Pharrell has to be happy about that. Get it? Number 14, Moves Like Jagger, Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera. This band has enjoyed a string of huge hits throughout the decade, including 2015's Sugar. And they opened the decade in spectacular fashion with Moves Like Jagger, a fun disco-esque tune co-performed with Christina Aguilera. It was Maroon 5's second number 1 hit and Aguilera's 5th, but her first in 10 years following 2001's Lady Marmalade. By the end of its debut year, Moves Like Jagger had sold 7 million copies, and it has currently sold 14.5 million, making it one of the best-selling digital songs of all time.
I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger.
This is the tune that officially transitioned Maroon 5 from a successful pop rock band into a worldwide pop sensation. Number 13, Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell Williams. While Blurred Lines was met with fierce criticism for its questionable lyrics and objectionable music video, it was nevertheless a commercial sensation. It reached the top 5 in over 30 countries and topped the charts in 25 of them.
If you can't hear what I'm trying to say, if you can't read.
It was actually Thicke's first number 1, a feat that was undoubtedly aided by the song's racy music video. Blurred Lines was the most successful single of 2013 in both the United States and Britain, selling millions of copies and spending 12 consecutive weeks atop the Hot 100. It has since sold nearly 15 million digital copies and easily remains Robin Thicke's signature song. Number 12, God's Plan, Drake. While found on the Scary Hours EP, God's Plan served as the first single from Drake's enormously successful Scorpion.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me.
The song became Drake's second number 1 as a solo artist and actually debuted atop the Hot 100, making it just the 29th song in history to have done so. It held the top spot for 11 weeks, making it the first song in over 20 years to spend its first 11 weeks at number 1. The feat was previously accomplished by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men's One Sweet Day. And while it was the second highest selling digital song of 2018, it was the most streamed, with over 1.5 billion audio and video streams throughout the year.
God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own, hey, no.
Number 11, Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen. This teen pop sensation would have fit right at home in the late 90s, so timeless is its sound. Perhaps people were feeling a little bit nostalgic for simple 90s pop because Call Me Maybe became an immediate worldwide hit.
Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going?
The song peaked at number 1 in 14 countries and made Carly Rae Jepsen the first Canadian female to top the Hot 100 since Avril Lavigne. The song has also sold exceptionally well on digital platforms. In fact, it has sold approximately 18 million copies, making it the 15th best-selling digital single of all time.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number.
Call Me Maybe is what every record producer was saying after the wild success of this hit. Number 10, Old Town Road, Lil Nas X. The success of this song proves the value and importance of social media in regards to personal marketing. The song rose to fame on TikTok before setting a variety of industry records.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match.
Not only was it the fastest single to be certified diamond by the RIAA after just 11 months, but it also spent a record-breaking 19 weeks at number 1 on the Hot 100. By accomplishing this feat, Old Town Road finally dethroned Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men's One Sweet Day after 23 years. It also broke some Spotify records, like spending 9 consecutive weeks earning more than 100 million streams.
Wanna take my horse to the Old Town Road, I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Old Town Road helped launch Lil Nas X's career, and he successfully defied all of those who called him a future one-hit wonder. Number 9, Havana, Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug. This Cuban pop star has found success in the Latin pop corner with songs like Havana and Señorita.
I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend.
The latter was the third highest selling single of 2019, but its success is thanks in large part to what came before. Havana peaked at number 1 in 23 different countries and has been certified diamond by the RIAA. It took 23 weeks to get to number 1 in the United States, having been repeatedly blocked by Post Malone's Rockstar. But that just proves the song's incredible staying power.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na.
That fact is further bolstered by its Spotify record. In June of 2018, Havana reached 1 billion streams and became the most streamed song by a female solo artist in Spotify history. Number 8, Bad Guy, Billie Eilish. The historic, months-long reign of Old Town Road finally came to an end thanks to Bad Guy. Released as the 5th single from When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?, Bad Guy easily surpassed the first 4 and became a bona fide cultural phenomenon.
White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes.
The song earned immediate praise for its lyrical content, sparse production, and Eilish's distinct whispery vocals. By pushing aside Old Town Road in August of 2019, Eilish became the first artist born in the 2000s to land a number 1 single.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Bad Guy was also the best performing song of 2019, selling nearly 20 million units and reaching number 1 in over 10 countries. It made Eilish a global phenomenon, and she has successfully ridden its wave ever since. Number 7, Uptown Funk, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. To this day, Uptown Funk is Bruno Mars's most successful single, and that's saying something.
This shit that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls.
Released in November of 2014, Uptown Funk reached the top 10 in 34 different countries and peaked at number 1 in 19 of them. It spent 14 weeks atop the Hot 100 and 21 weeks in the top 3, beating a record set by Santana and Rob Thomas's Smooth.
Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it.
It also tied the record set by Flo Rida's Low by spending 13 weeks atop the digital songs chart. Finally, Uptown Funk broke the record for most streamed song in 1 week, with 15 million streams.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey.
It is easily one of the defining songs of the decade. Number 6, Rolling in the Deep, Adele. This English artist burst onto the scene in the early 2010s, with her album 21 spawning a ludicrous number of global hits. The second single, Someone Like You, is the 4th best-selling single of the 21st century, with 17 million copies.
Never mind, I'll find someone
but that's nothing compared to Rolling in the Deep. The song has sold over 20 million units, making it the 9th highest selling digital song of all time. It also broke or met numerous records. It spent 65 weeks on the Hot 100, tying the record for the 4th longest run in the chart's history. It also became the best-selling digital song by a female artist, moving nearly 9 million copies in its first year of release. Number 5, See You Again, Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth. Made for Furious 7, See You Again serves as a tribute to the late Paul Walker, who had died in a car accident 16 months before its release.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here.
It's currently the 2nd longest running #1 rap song in Hot 100 history, having spent 12 non-consecutive weeks at the top of the chart. See You Again also made Spotify history on April 13, 2015, breaking the record for most streams in a 24-hour period with 4.2 million plays. That's about 3,000 streams every minute.
I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you.
It also set the record for most Spotify streams in a single week, being played nearly 22 million times between April 6th and 12th. The wound of Walker's death was evidently still fresh, and this song helped heal us all. Number 4, Something Just Like This, The Chainsmokers and Coldplay. By the mid to late 2010s, the Chainsmokers were taking over the mainstream EDM scene with songs like Don't Let Me Down and Closer.
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover.
The latter was especially popular, and it has since sold over 20 million units. Sensing the truckloads of money that could result from a collaboration, Coldplay decided to get in on the action. And what a collaboration it was. Something Just Like This was an instant success, reaching number 3 on the Hot 100 and becoming the 6th best-selling song of 2017. But the song has incredible lasting power and has since sold 21.5 million units, making it the 5th highest selling digital single of all time. Number 3, Work, Rihanna featuring Drake. The 2010s were a great time for Rihanna, as she released a number of popular singles like Needed Me and Love on the Brain.
Baby, you got me like that.
But with Work, the Barbadian artist was placed in very good company alongside the Beatles, Mariah Carey, and Elvis Presley. With Work reaching number 1, Rihanna accrued the 4th most #1 singles in the history of the Hot 100.
Just get ready for work, 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 work. You see me heavy work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, dirt, dirt.
This was her 14th chart topper, breaking the tie she shared with Michael Jackson. The song has since accumulated well over 1 billion streams and has sold 32.5 million digital copies, making it the 4th highest selling digital song in history. Number 2, Despacito, Luis Fonsi featuring Daddy Yankee. Integral in popularizing Latin pop, Despacito broke numerous industry records. The song did the incredible feat of reaching the top 10 in close to 60 countries and even topped the charts in 47 of them.
Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan.
It was also the first Spanish song in 20 years to top the Hot 100, following, of all songs, Macarena. It was the first Latin song to be certified diamond by the RIAA and holds the record for the longest reign atop the Hot Latin chart with 56 weeks. Despacito also tied One Sweet Day for the longest run atop the Hot 100 and became the first video on YouTube to hit 7 billion views.
Despacito, quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto.
To put it mildly, Despacito was a cultural tour de force that proved virtually unstoppable.
Want more music content? WatchMojo produces an original podcast taking a behind-the-scenes look at all things music. The show provides authentic interviews with artists from all around the world, while also staying true to WatchMojo's roots with top 10 music banter thrown into the mix. What's the best advice Alice Cooper's ever given you? Looking back at the staying power, does it shock you?
No, we have naked pictures of the right people.
If you want exclusive interviews with award-winning artists, producers, singers, songwriters, check out Innersleeve.
Number 1. Shape of You, Ed Sheeran. This English singer from West Yorkshire is arguably the biggest artist of the decade, scoring countless mega hits like Perfect and Thinking Out Loud, both of which have sold approximately 20 million units.
Maybe we found love right where we are.
And then there's Shape of You, which is statistically the biggest song of the 2010s. In fact, Billboard has named it the 9th most successful song ever. Since its release, Shape of You has sold 41.5 million units, making it the best-selling digital single of the 2010s and the second highest of all time.
Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me.
It's also the most streamed song on Spotify, accruing nearly 3 billion streams by the end of 2021.
Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Shape of You is the definitive song of the 2010s and an anthem for generations to come.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.